Huh. Boo.
No one has tried to startle me that incompetently in the last 2 years. Hello, Bent. It's good to see you.
I thought I'd drop by to see if everything is well. What? Isn't an old retiree allowed to visit his former colleagues?
Of course he is. But I know you well enough to know that this is not the only reason. But maybe you'll prove me wrong.
What happened to the algae?
What are you talking about?
I saw the presentation for the investors. The algae you presented was terribly weak.
Oh, Bent, you are exaggerating.
Do you have any idea how embarrassed I was?
I can understand how you feel, but please stay out of this.
But
trust me, it's better this way.
You say it's not my responsibility anymore. Do you know how you sound?
No, Bent. How do I sound?
Like my shrink.
How fitting. Dr. Lissa Hinrichs, official shrink for the Svensson family. Yeah, that has a ring of truth to it.
It's true, I'm not responsible for the research anymore, but I helped to build this whole project. I deserve an answer.
If you were at the presentation, you already know the answer. We don't have any money left. That means no new instruments, no repairs, no qualified experts. And if the research gets worse, we get fewer investors. A vicious circle.
What does money have to do with the decrease in algae power?
We work under a lot of pressure and under horrible conditions. In a situation like that, mistakes happen, and the algae suffers from it.
Lissa, what's going on here? You are keeping something from me.
Bent, please. We've already discussed this. The current situation is no one's fault. We've just fallen on hard times.
I'll find out what's going on.
Please, don't. I'm just worried about you.
Let's talk about something else.
I'd prefer that, yes.
Duva hates me.
I know. He still blames you for Meta's death.
And he's right.
She was sick, Bent, and she didn't tell you.
Because she knew I would never give up my work for her.
Quite the opposite. You would have given up everything for her, and she didn't want to be responsible for that. The tendency for self-sacrifice must be a family trait.
How is Duva?
Ask him yourself.
Whenever I try to talk to him, all he does is rant.
Oh, don't listen to that. I think he's much better than he wants people to know.
He hates life on the oil rig.
If he really hated it, he would be long gone. Don't worry. He's doing okay.
I can see you are busy. Do you want to continue our conversation later?
The only important thing is that we do continue it. Why don't we meet in the kitchen later and cook together? In about 2 hours when my shift ends?
Sure. Great idea.
Good. I'm looking forward to it.
I met Lissa at university. That was 30 years ago.
No, wait. 31. The first year I didn't want to have anything to do with you because you were such a horrible smartass.
That's not true. I was a charming young man.
See? Just like I said.
Our internal communication system. Is the intercom still working?
Yes, but you still can't make a continental call. Who do you want to call?
You'll see.
Yes, Duva Svensson speaking.
Hello, Duva. It's me.
Please don't keep the line busy, Father. I'm expecting an important call.
I just wanted to... So he doesn't listen to me, too.
Your son is a bit complicated. What was he like in puberty, I wonder?
I don't know.
Barney speaking.
It's me, Bent.
Perfect timing, old warhorse. I wanted to know how long you're going to stay with us.
I don't know yet.
No problem. But notify me on time so I can organize transport and accommodation on land. You just tell me where you want to go, and it will be done.
Thanks, Barney. Any news on the investors?
They still have a hard time believing what you showed them. And to be quite honest, so do I. Honestly, it couldn't have been the algae alone that did that, could it?
No, of course not.
What were you thinking?
I didn't have a choice. Indes wants to buy the algae and destroy it. And his plan would have worked if he hadn't tampered with the presentation.
But the deceit will be exposed and then no one will trust us with their money anymore.
The investors probably won't. But we're just buying time right now. The committee in Oslo is what's important, and that's why I'm here.
I'm sorry, Ben, but I don't follow.
That's all right, as long as you still trust me. And, don't tell Faye about my little stunt, please.
So you do feel guilty?
Let's just say she thinks the world of us, and I don't want to disappoint her.
You've really made a mess of things, haven't you?
I know. Can we talk about something else, please? I just felt like chatting a bit. We haven't seen each other in a long time, after all.
Listen, I'm sorry, but I'm really busy with the investors right now. But as soon as I'm done here and the last suit has left the rig, I'll come over to you. That sound like an idea?
That sounds like a great idea.
Good.
About my return trip. I think we'll be leaving soon.
What does soon mean exactly?
Soon means that you can prepare everything for our departure.
Okay, will you need a helicopter or will you take the one you arrived in?
I'd rather use Augie's old military helicopter.
No problem. It means fewer expenses for us. Do you need anything else?
I want you to make an appointment for us at Energy Oslo.
For what day and reason?
For tomorrow. And tell them we want to show them Svensson's blue-green algae.
Wait a second. Okay. Is that all?
Please make a reservation at a hotel for me.
I take it you want to go to the conference Faye mentioned. I can recommend the Grand Welcome Inn in downtown Oslo. Or the Garden City Hotel near the Botanical Garden.
Please make a reservation at the Garden City Hotel.
My pleasure.
Oh, I'll see to it myself.
As you like.
So long.
Okay. See you later. Hey, Alyssa.
It's not me! It's Bent!
Oh, Dr. Svensson. Good to hear you. What can I do for you?
Is there a message for me?
Nope. Nothing. Do you expect a call?
No, I just thought people had heard of my return.
Oh, trust me, they did. And partly because of me.
I thought as much. Call the office lab if something comes in.
Sure. Anything else?
I want you to page someone.
Who?
Page Barney.
I think he's in his office right now. Why don't you call him yourself?
You are right. Would be the faster way.
Anything else?
Page the doc.
Was there an accident?
No.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm feeling out my options.
That's interesting. Barney's intern collapsed from too much work and has to be traded. That's why the doc doesn't have time right now.
I got it. Thanks.
Anything else?
Page my son.
And what do you want me to tell him?
Tell him to come to the office lab.
All right.
Why do you page him when he's in the next room?
Dr. Svensson? He said he's on his noon break and he sees no reason to interrupt it. But you might be glad to hear that he's in the room next door. Why don't you just go over to him?
Understood. Thank you.
See? I'm not alone with my opinion.
Yes, right. I know.
Can I do anything else for you?
Tell him to come to the engine room.
Yes, sir.
Why do you send him to the engine room?
Well,
I'm back.
so?
He said that if a worker wanted to know something, he should come to him and not the other way around.
Duva doesn't seem to like to touch base with the workers.
You didn't either 2 years ago.
I was playing cards with Jacob and the boys once a week.
Jacob hasn't been working here for 7 years.
Oh,
Anything else?
tell him he should come to the radio room.
The radio room? Why?
Because you have a message for him?
I do.
Yes. Tell him his girlfriend is calling.
Sir, yes, sir.
Are you trying to find out more about his private life?
Well, he doesn't tell me anything.
Oh, dear.
Your son just laughed and hung up.
Fine, thanks. His wife is waiting for him to call back.
I'll tell him. Hear you later.
His wife? Don't you think he would have told you if he'd gotten married?
Your son isn't married, Dr. Svensson.
Now I know.
Is there anything else you want?
Don't tell him anything. Just tell him to get there.
No, that will sound implausible.
Fine. Then tell him... Oh, don't tell him anything.
So you don't want me to page him?
No, I'll get back to you later.
Okay, bye.